The night she set upon the shore all three, and vanished thence in twinkling of an eye. Uprose the night, in whose deep blackness be all colours hid of things in earth or sky. Nor could they house or hold or harbour see, or in that desert sign of dwelling spy, or track of man or horse, or aught that might inform them of some path or passage right. And they had mused what way they travel should. From the west shore their steps at last they twined, and lo, far off at last their eyes behold something, they wist not what, that clearly shined with rays of silver and with beams of gold, which the dark folds of night's black mantle lined. Forward they went and marched against the light, to see and find the thing that shone so bright. High on a tree they saw an armour new, that glistered bright 'gainst Cynthia's silver ray. Therein, like stars in skies, the diamonds show, fret in the gilden helm and hauberk gay. The mighty shield, all scored full they view, of pictures fair, ranged in meet array. To keep them sate an aged man beside, who to salute them rose, when them he spied. The twain who first were sent in this pursuit of their wise friend well knew the aged face. But when the wizard sage their first salute received and quitted had with kind embrace, to the young prince that silent stood and mute he turned his speech. In this unused place for you alone I wait, my lord, quoth he. My chiefest care your state and welfare be. For though you wot it not, I am your friend, and for your profit work, as these can tell. I taught them how our meetest charms to end, and bring you thither from love's hateful cell. Now to my words, though sharp perchance, attend, nor be aggrieved, although they seem too fell. But keep them well in mind, till in the truth a wise and holier man instruct thy youth. Not underneath sweet shades and fountains shrill, among the nymphs, the fairies, leaves and flowers, but on the steep, the rough and craggy hill, of virtue stands this bliss, this good of ours. By toil and travel, not by sitting still in pleasure's lap, we come to honour's bowers. Why will you thus in sloth's deep valley lie? The royal eagles on high mountains fly. Nature lifts up thy forehead to the skies, and fills thy heart with high and noble thought, that thou to heavenward aye shouldst lift thine eyes, and purchase fame by deeds well done and wrought. She gives the ire, by which not courage flies to conquests, not through brawls and battles fought for civil jars, nor that thereby you might your wicked malice wreak and cursed spite. But that your strength, spurred forth with noble wrath, with greater fury might Christ's foes assault, and that your bridle should, with lesser scathe, each secret vice, and kill each inward fault. For so his godly anger ruled hath each righteous man beneath heaven's starry vault, and at his will makes it now hot, now cold, now lets it run, now doth it fettered hold. Thus parleyed he. Rinaldo, hushed and still, great wisdom heard in those few words compiled. He marked his speech, a purple blush did fill his guilty checks. Down went his eyesight mild. The hermit by his bashful looks his will well understood, and said, Look up, my child, and painted in this precious shield behold the glorious deeds of thy forefathers old. Thine elders' glory herein see and know, in virtue's path how they trod all their days, whom thou art far behind, a runner slow, in this true course of honour, fame, and praise. Up, up thyself in sight, by the fair show of knightly worth, which this bright shield bewrays, that be thy spur to praise. At last the knight looked up, and on these portraits bent his sight.